Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, the conflict episode 9. I had to wait a minute for this to come out on Disney Plus, because I'm watching it on Disney Plus. Why can't they just put this on Crunchyroll or Netflix or Amazon Prime or Apple TV, anywhere where I can watch it? But no. Okay, anyway. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for this, I was reacting to some Genshin and the Zenless Zone Zero trailers and EPs and everything. Honestly, if you guys aren't playing those games yet, I'd highly recommend even just watching all the trailers for the characters and stuff. Like, you'd get so much fun out of just that. Especially Zenless at the moment. They're really going all out with that. Okay, in the live chat, we have Sotos, Vert, Vasilige, Hunter, Tiago, Modru. Odinoko is here. Booty is here. Yep. It was going all too good for Mayuri. Or they have something up their sleeve. No. No. You'll eat your words. He's behind you. Yes! I knew it! I'm sorry, but you watch enough shonen to know that when you think things are going so good for you, that's when you get bit. Oh, here we go. I feel like I need to back up for this one. Okay, I'm ready. Wow. I'll shave the chest hair off your corpse. Ooh. Ush. That's so interesting to me, this image, because it's child's hand, but children very rarely wear nail polish, and a red nail polish is like if you're gonna give your little kid, you give like a light pastel color or something, maybe like a Barbie color or something. Red nails on a kid, that's a horror movie made in hell right there. Her eyes are gonna be bleeding, her, I don't know. Oh, I love it when that happens. Woo! Ah.
サクシスの真髄を行使できる。つまり僕の銃撃はお前の体を貫き、僕の体はお前の剣を貫く。僕が両目を開いたままでは罪人どもに不公平だからだ。あ、そうなの。じゃあ早く。
あ、そうなの。
だが
Then what? Can you hurry up and close it?
早く目を閉じてくんないかな。だが一度の戦闘で3度目を開いた場合、
You can't.
以降目を開いたまま戦うことが認められている。陛下の最高傑作、最も神に近い男、その僕が3度も目を開かされることなどあってはならないことだからだ。動けない。
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Right? He said he's the first one that got given powers and he's the masterpiece. But how often this guy has never made pancakes because the first one is always a flop. You do the first one and you're like, ah, and then it's a mistake. But you eat it because it's good, like it's still a pancake. But the first one's always a flop. After that is when you make the good ones. But I get it. No one wants to hear that or think that about themselves, so he just went with, he peaked with his first pancake. They call that first one a flopjack. Hi, Raf's Revenge.
本当なら即死してたら楽だったんだけど、生地強いと死ぬどころか気絶もできなくて参るよ。直ちゃんがいないとこでこんなこと言っても誰も突っ込んじゃくれないんだね。危ない危ない。分かってるさ。軌道の刃ならどうだい。波動の78、残下輪。万事休すってやつだね。万事の次の一手といきますか。
Yeah, once you're pushed into a corner.
挽回。 加点胸骨、唐松真珠。この冷圧、強落さなのか。
I knew I had to back up for this one.
この感覚はね。
What in the future, Pokemon?
ようやく自分から出てきたか。お待たせしちゃってごめんよ。
Utsukushi. He feels super pretty right now, but
能力はこちらに情報がないけど。 相手の体についた傷は分け合うように自分の体に。
oh.
そして残念なことにその傷では決して死ぬことはできない。さて2段目。残機の仕留め。相手に傷を負わせたことを悔いた男は残機の念から床に伏し癒えぬ病にかかってしまう。あれよあれよと3段目。男女の淵。
Dangyo.
覚悟を決めた者たちは互いの冷圧の尽きるまで湧き出る水に身を投げる。冷えた水面に身を投げりゃ覚悟の凍てつくこともある。だけどそいつはあんたのわがまま浅ましいにも程がある。
誓った男の浅ましさ、捨ててゆかぬは女の情け。 じゃないかい桜之助。
久しぶりだね、お花。
お花だって慣れ慣れしいね。たまにしか遊んじゃくれない主がどの面下げてそう呼ぶのやら。
まあそう言わずにごめんよ、お花。
よく見りゃ着物が裂けてるじゃないか。
女の情けはいかにも無残。あたける男にかすみもなし。愛し喉元光るのは未練に濡れる糸白し。せめてこの手で切って捨てよう。
Wow, that looks beautiful.
未練の糸をこれにて大詰め締めの段。勘弁してよ。もうこっちしか目ないんだから。
わっちと揃いになるとはな。刀と死神とはいいなものよ。何にしろ勝って何より。
お花、僕ね。
No, why? 僕ね、何？僕ね、
あこの手かわいいやさまようて我を求めてさすろうてよらば離れる手を取って引き手歩もう沙汰の果て。
Baby, hold your hand? Again? Oh, because it's the Mayuri coming back. Okay, so we had kind of like an interlude. The first one was called Baby Hold Your Hand, and the next one's called Baby Hold Your Hand. Maybe because it's attached to each other, right? This one was called Don't Chase a Shadow. That was good. They did so good for his character, but once again, it's one of those times, every single time I watch Bleach, I feel like, why don't I have a home cinema? I need to watch this with like surround sound, completely in the dark on like a cinema-sized TV. That's the only way to really experience it the way that it should be experienced, I feel. You can't get the full effect without all of that. Apart from that, I don't know how to feel about the episode. It confused me after he started his bankai. I don't even know what to score it. What do you mean? If you try to explain bankai, it will be difficult in general. Like, it says, baby, hold your hand. Oh, 2. Oh, the 2 is there. I see. Oh. Baby, hold your hand. 2. I think people take the contrast more so. His Shikai is about playing kids games. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like the step beyond that. So Shikai is the kids games, and the Bankai is a sad adult story told as a play. So it's like kind of like the adult's game. So children play games, but the step beyond that is when you grow up, you don't have time for the games anymore, but we still have these things that, like, games distract kids. Games is fun for kids. So for adults, what do we do for fun? We watch plays, or we should probably do more cultural things than playing games. And here I am, spending money on Zenless Zone Zero and Genshin Impact. Yes, I understand. So it's about a sad adult story. It might be based on double suicide at Shinagawa. The Bankai is growing up, so to speak. That makes sense. I understood the feel of it, but I couldn't really put it into words. So Vasily says, I felt perplexed after the Bankai. I was enjoying the episode until then, and I like Kyoraku as a character, but even though visuals were beautiful, there were things I didn't like. The guy's evolution looked silly, so it lowered how serious I took the fight. I can understand why you feel that way, but it kind of makes sense to me, because these are their ascended forms. Like, imagine if you ascend past the point where you're not human anymore, you're a god. Like, that's kind of how they see themselves, right? They are these. So have you ever heard someone explain they've seen ascended beings. Usually they don't have a human shape. They have that kind of shape. It looks silly. I understand your point, but for me it makes kind of sense considering how they view themselves. They're not even people shaped anymore. They're just geometric forms with light in the sky. That somehow that just makes sense to me. Yes, I will laugh at him because he looks silly, but I get it. Once again, I don't know why, I just get it. It's fun to watch the name of the Bankai 2. The name is Katen Kyokotsu Karamatsu Shinju. Ah, that sounds so cool. It's fun to say. Katen Kyokotsu Karamatsu Shinju. Well, I can understand why someone maybe, it doesn't click for them, but it's Bleach. It generally clicks for me. I don't know. It just feels so well put together, well thought out. The two characters are very contrasting, and that contrast almost enhances the fight for me. The one was something like math. It's so complicated to understand, numbers, and then you throw letters and then symbols, and that's that guy. He was this math problem that you can't even conceptualize. He's just this weird thing that is there. And then you get I forgot his name now. The pink guy. Sorry. I often forget names in critical moments because I'm thinking of 100 things at once. Anyway, so the 13th court guy, I feel especially embarrassed because he's been there since like the start. How could I forget his name? Usually I'm like, okay, but I've seen the first 100 episodes of Bleach, and everything else I've only seen once, so forgive me if I forget. But in this case, I have no excuse. Anyway, I mean the meaning. It's flower crazed, heaven bone, spirit withered, pine, love, suicide. How do you say I meant the meaning? As if, was I gonna understand Katen Kyokotsu Karamatsu Shinju? Was I supposed to know what that means? Oh, the play is The Love Suicide at Sonezaki. It's a love suicide, the Bunraku play by Chikamatsu Monzaemon. So, as I was saying, the one guy to me was like this abstract math problem, ascended god figure, and the other guy was simplicity in and of itself, just like it was something tangible. It was art. At first it was the games, and it was simple. It was almost beautiful in its childlike simplicity. But then the Bankai, as you guys put it so nicely, it's like growing up. It's the next phase. And I like how that more tangible story, like a story about, two lovers that committed suicide, or that was what beat the math problem. Boom, bitch. Math sucks. That's why I told you the name if you want to Google it. Lul is very dogmatic and absolute about, about how the sinful Shinigami must lose here. But Shunsui, thank you. I kept going Shin, couldn't get it. Shunsui, one of the most down-to-earth characters, exactly, in the series, but he's taking up the mantle despite not wanting to take the fight seriously. Shots fired at math, you know it. So anyway, it's very tough to score because I was expecting a Mayuri continuation but I feel like this gave us almost hints about the Mayuri situation where, you know how this guy thought he had it. The one shooting Riru. He thought, there was no way, these poor fools. And then the tables got twisted on him. But then he had his transformation, so the tables got twisted again. But then the tables got twisted again. And then, thank God, Shunsui won. I think. I'm still not 100% sure. But I feel like that's giving almost an indication, and I already knew it. It was going too good for Mayuri. And we saw something was happening in that baby. The tables were turning. So, yeah, we're going to see next time. His name is X-Axis. Like, can you be more German? And mathematical! Ha! Told you. It makes sense. It's like, it fits. Plus, how good it fits Kyoraku, a lover's play, especially how playboy kind of character he is, flirting all the time in the story. I understood his bankai was an act on the stage, but feeling like out of the loop because he was saying lines like the person is getting discouraged and he gets sick during his acts, and I didn't know who he was referring to. Basically, what do you mean you don't know who he was referring to? They were the characters in the play. He said the guy got sick and he got spots on his face. How do you not know who he was referring to? A play was being played out and that guy got caught up in the play because, you know, you have to take math. You have to grab it by the collar and smash it into your play, and then may the strongest spirit win. That's what happened. I like that Shunsui, he was confident, but he wasn't cocky. He knew, like, shit, I might die here. At every moment, he knew he could die here. But he still, whereas the other guy kept thinking, like, I got, You get cocky, you die. That's it. Simple as that. Always the slacker, but the Bankai showing his inner soul shows how adult and serious he can be when the chips are down. Yeah, great. As always, great. I love this one a lot. It was, for me, it just made sense. That it was artistic and beautifully put together. The contrast between the characters enhanced the fight for me. I don't feel like I got the perfect experience because I have no surround sound. I'm not watching it on a cinema in the dark. But, you know, I really love the part where he says, making me open my second eye will be me cheating to win, Kyoraku. Then close your eye again, please. Yeah, he's so great. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I thought the visual was great. I thought the voice acting was great. I thought the poetry behind the writing and the fight itself was great. It just felt a little, like, I get it, Mayuri's fight is big, but this one could have been, this feels to me like it's a secondary fight to Mayuri's fight. I don't know why I feel that way. But to me, this was actually better, more beautiful, but I get it. Mayuri is more flashy and in your face, so he's going to be the one that gets 2 episodes. It's fine. But I would say at least a 9.5 for me. I really liked it. That's a nice way to put it, Sotos. His Bankai makes you the protagonist in the story that dies. Yep. It's like, think of it like, in Bungo Stray Dogs, there's that guy that has a power to drag you into a story, and then this is just a more extreme version of that. Shunsui mentions he didn't want to get the other people in it, so it might affect anyone in his range, which is why he didn't use it against Stark in Arrancar. Ukitake said, your Bankai shouldn't be used in a place like this. Yeah, that's why he wanted everyone far away, I see, because they all will become players in the story. Just like, yeah, I like the parallels between, you know, people playing a game together, people being dragged into a story together, the grown up from games to more serious plays about suicide. Like, it's this natural flow, and underneath it all, the real message is that art beats math. I'm kidding. Okay, that's enough from me. 9.5 out of 10. I'll see you next week for the next one. I can't wait to read the manga one day. But right now it's time for Blue Lock, and also I'm getting a bit hungry, so see you. Bye.